The next sentence is written here that here neither wealth nor status matters because in the eyes of Islam all men are equal. It is told through the sentences to us that everybody went to the Idgah in the fair also. So they are in the Idgah. They are in the Idgah. In the Idgah, neither status nor wealth doesn't matter because in the eyes of Islam all men are equal. The next sentence is written here that the prayers were over. It is told through the sentences to us that in the Idgah the prayers were over. The next sentence is written here that men embraced each other. Then they descended on the sweet, soft, merry-go-round, wooden horses and camels suspended on roads and the toys vendors. It is told through the sentences to us that in the Idgah when the prayer were over, people in the Idgah they embraced with each other and they came down to the sweet shop, to the merry-go-round, to the wooden horses, and to the toys vendors. The next sentences are written here that Hamid's friend Mahmoud, Mohsin, Noure, and Sami rode on the camels and horses. It is told through the sentences to us that Hamid's friends, everyone, Mahmoud, Mohsin, Noure, and Sami, they all rode on the camels and horses. The next sentence is written here that Hamid stood at some distance. It is told through the sentences to us that Hamid was Hamid was not riding on the horses and camels. He stood at a distance. The next sentence is written here that he could not waste one third of his treasure on an ordinary ride. It is told through the sentences to us that he could not waste his one third of his treasure for an ordinary ride. The next sentences are written here that then the children bought clay toys and he looked at them with longing, hoping that he could carry them for a little while. It is told through the sentences to us that then he found that the other children of the village they bought clay toys and he looked at them and he thought that and he was longing and hoping that he can carry the toys for a little while. The next sentence is written here that after the toys, it was sweets. Hamid remained aloof. The boys bought sweets and teased Hamid. It is told through the sentences to us that after buying the toys, they came to the sweet shop and Hamid also stood there and all the boys they bought sweets and they started teasing Hamid. The next sentences are written here that the next sentence is written here that the hardware shop that lay ahead had no attraction for boys and they walked on except Hamid. It is told through the sentences to us that there was a hardware shop and nobody gave any attention to the shop. So every boys of that village they kept walking to the other side except Hamid. The next sentence is a pair of tongs caught his attention. His grandmother did not have one. Each time, each, each time she made chapati, she burned her fingers. If he bought these tongs, she would be happy. It's told through the sentences to us that it is told through the sentences to us that so Hamid stood in front of the hardware shop and she felt that she saw a pair of tongs and he thought that he saw a pair of tongs in the hardware shop and he thought that his mother